Hello and welcome to today's show talk. I'm delighted to be joined by Miles Moreau from KIC, which is one of the world's leading manufacturers of thermal profiling systems. So welcome, Miles. Nice to see you today.
Nice to see you too, Trevor.
Okay. So tell us a little bit, for our viewers that don't really know an awful lot about KIC, tell us a quick background around the company.
Sure. Yeah. KIC is, we're in our fifth decade, so been around quite a long time. And I think the one unique thing that really differentiates KIC in terms of thermal profiling is we were first and foremost a process monitoring company. So our first innovation was putting embedded sensors into the ovens to track what's going on down at product level. So that's been something that we've been doing over the years, and based on that information that we've been able to develop, then we've kind of gone through and become thermal process experts when it comes to profiling, process setup, and process development.
Right. Yeah, I know you've certainly been doing a lot of work on process monitoring over recent years. So you launched a new product called the Common Recipe Finder at Productronica. How successful has the rollout of that product been?
Actually, it's gone really well. We're in a pilot program right now, kind of beta, then into pilot to test out and see how well, besides our internal testing, the customer is gaining value from that. And so far, the results are really good. We're looking at putting together a case study, hopefully by APEX or shortly thereafter, where we can really demonstrate in real life situations how well the customer's been able to improve their equipment utilization by optimizing on and finding common recipes.
Okay. So, I mean, the really exciting thing, and the thing we want to announce here, of course, is the fact that at APEX, you're going to be revealing a whole new platform called the Thermal Analysis System. So why did you feel the need to develop this completely new platform?
Well, it's kind of a progression of the tools and solutions we've built over the years, especially most recently, maybe over the last decade, along with the Common Recipe Finder. We've been able to add more to our profiling. So we're not just a temperature metrology device. It's actually something that helps with NPI, process optimization, and process improvement. And as we added these tools into our current platform, we realized, well, the state of how people interact, human-machine interface has really evolved now with the internet and just the whole Industry 4.0, Internet of Things, and we thought, well, now's the time to make our platform kind of match that technology and make it a lot easier and more efficient for the customer to get the value out of it.
Yeah, a lot of people are now looking to get a lot more data off their systems and get them up into the MES system and contribute to the overall performance of the line.
With the new thermal analysis system software by KIC, we've really taken ease of use to the next level. It really made it a very rich user experience as far as looking at the data. We have new SPC charting capabilities, and it really allows the user to easily access the information they're looking for by product, by oven, which line they ran the profiles on, and drill right to the information they're looking for. Then once they want to do some analysis, again, because of the newer interface platform, you really have a rich experience of looking at the data tables, looking at the information as far as the profile data and the recipe and information, and of course this built-in optimization tools that come with the system. And we do have this newer capability, which we're really excited about, is the Common Recipe Finder. So the Common Recipe Finder is a way of leveraging that recipe search engine and prediction to get better equipment utilization. So if you're running 3 or 4 different boards a day or more and have a lot of changeover, you can take the profiles you have and the recipe setups. Say in this case, we have a sample of 5 different profiles and different recipes. And now through the search routine and the recipe prediction for those 5 boards, all different PWI values and different recipes, it's come up with a common recipe. The common recipe was found, and those settings work for all 5 of those products. So it's something new that we have.
Well, it seems super easy and super intuitive to use, that's for sure. So how easy is it, though, for existing users to migrate over to this new platform?
Well, the way it's set up, and one thing we've always looked at is how we move our customers to the next platform and gain advantage. The database setup of the existing profiles that they have migrate completely over to this new software. So there's no, you're not starting from scratch. And that's the nice thing when we have these new features like Common Recipe Finder. They already have a library of existing recipes and profiles associated. So they get immediate value from that tool with the existing profiles that they have.
Right, excellent. So it appears, though, it's mostly suited for the high mix environment. What about people that are doing high volume, where they're running pretty much the same recipe throughout the whole shift?
Well, that's it is a very good tool. I mean, specifically even the Common Recipe Finder. But what we've been trying to build along with our profiler capability is a set of solutions along with our expertise, our field service and applications engineers, is to give the customer the ability to really match their profile and their oven recipe setup to their manufacturing requirements. So it's not just kind of in its own little silo. Here I'm working on the reflow process. It's how does that integrate with the rest of the line? So the tool not only does for high mix, low volume, but we have an optimization capability around throughput. So you can actually optimize the recipe saying, I want to achieve this cycle time on the oven, find me the settings to achieve that. So it's really a robust solution when it comes to all these optimization models that we have.
Excellent. Yeah. So one question I do have, though, is, ESG and sustainability, they're big issues in the factories today. So how does this new platform combine machine monitoring with process control?
Well, the aspect of on the oven, obviously, it's one of the big sources of energy use on the manufacturing line, right? To power those heaters and the fans and everything to get to optimize your recipe. So that's another area that we looked at. Again, we're not just looking at, okay, here's the temperature profile, is it in spec? But how do we match that to manufacturing requirements? So for those customers where they are really concerned with energy prices and sustainability, we look at optimizing that recipe. Again, it really comes down to the process and how we can do that in a way that reduces the amount of energy the oven uses. So all these things around process optimization, NPI setup, lead to then how do you monitor that during production? Because that step of setting up the process is just a static of the process. What really counts is, okay, now what's happening during production? And that's where, as we said at the beginning of this, KIC is first and foremost a process monitoring company. So all these optimization tools lead into, okay, how can I set up my production now, just like you do with your other processes, solder paste, printing, you have a real-time feedback on how is that being printed to do continuous monitoring and continuous improvement. Same with AOI at the end of the line. So now you have the ability to move from optimizing the reflow recipe and process to taking the next level and next step, which is, okay, let's keep track of that profile during production, and then we can fine tune it. We can react in real time or be proactive in making sure that process maintains.
Recall. That makes a lot of sense. So my final question, Miles, is on the item of security. I mean, security is another concern in the software world at the moment. And how do you protect KIC's software systems?
Well, we have at different levels, we try to put in features that will make sure that the devices and the software is secure. For instance, our SPS Smart Profiling System, the Wi-Fi component of that is a peer-to-peer Wi-Fi network. So you can see here in the graphic, it has actually two wireless functionalities. The Wi-Fi, which broadcasts, so you have a wireless data transfer in real time, and then the ANT technology, which is like a Bluetooth stack, so that you can pair the profiling device with the smart dock or the device that's plugged into the PC. And then that creates based on swapping SSIDs, that creates a secure peer-to-peer transfer of the data. Then once that data is in the software, then it's a combination of the IT environment the customer has, and then we have our proprietary data structure. And then we also make it more robust and flexible for the customer, as they can also output that data into their own databases and have the security around the data that they gather from all of the manufacturing floor.
Right. Okay. That's great. That's great. Well, it's a great looking system. And of course, the official launch is going to be at APEX in early April. Your booth number, I think, is that the correct booth number? 1626?
Yeah, 1626. We're going to have a whole crew of our applications and support engineers there to demonstrate and talk about our solutions. So we're really looking forward to that. That's where I think KIC really excels, is that we're not just providing equipment or just the profiler solution itself. It comes with our full 50 years of expertise in thermal process and our worldwide support structure.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's great. So make sure that if you're going to APEX this year, and I know a lot of you are, make sure and include that on your list of booths to visit. That's 1626. That's KIC Thermal Systems. So Miles, I want to thank you for coming in and telling us about the thermal analysis system today, and we wish you every success with it at the show.
Thank you, Trevor. We're really excited and looking forward to it.
Okay.